Hello everyone and welcome back to this edition of NBC News. I'm Jenna Skidmore.
And I'm Luke Attell.
How are you feeling today, Luke?
I don't know about you, but these winter months have really bogged me down. Maybe I need a new hobby.
Good point. How do you feel about aerial silks?
I'm not sure I'm cut out for that.
Maybe you're not, but other MHS students are. Mia Sacker has the story.
At a high school the size of Mason, finding ways to get involved are not hard to come by. While many MHS students will try their hands at a variety of sports and clubs, other students have turned to a form of art that defies gravity. The acrobatic sport of aerial silks has captivated Miriam Srivastava 2 years ago, and quickly after starting classes, she fell in love with the activity.
I started the beginning of my sophomore year taking classes at Kids First, but my sophomore year is kind of when COVID happened, so I only had 3/4 of a school year worth of actual full training, and then the rest of it has kind of been just self-taught because I have silks in my garage, so that's kind of the only place where I get to practice and look up YouTube videos and try my own stuff. The gist of it, there are these long fabrics from the ceiling and you're climbing them, you're creating beautiful poses, you can drop from them. It's a lot of upper body strength and you're just trying to make really difficult things look very pretty and elegant. The hardest part about doing aerial silks, probably getting over the general fear factor. Getting yourself to actually jump when you have to, or letting go. You have to really trust yourself. My favorite thing about doing aerial silks, definitely the trust. With silks, I'm the one in control. It's not up to some other person or some other thing. It's just me, and so I can trust myself and have control. And that's what I love. Advice for anyone who wants to learn, don't be afraid to, because this is something I wanted to do for forever, and I didn't realize how much I loved it until I actually started doing it. It's always nice to try new things.
While Miriam enjoys silks for recreational purposes, for senior Virginia Mosca, aerial silks are not only a hobby, but a lifestyle.
My mom brought me to a circus to go try it. She got lessons for me, and they were okay, wait, you're actually kind of good at this. Gymnastics definitely helped. I feel I had the flexibility and strength to do it. And then some of the things that I had to get was just being able to wrap, and then calluses and bruises, those kind of need to happen before you can do stuff. It takes a lot more strength than I feel it looks. I have coaches. I do it twice a week, and that's the times I do silks. And then I have a lyra, which is the hoop at my house. I do that anytime I can. I don't compete with it. I know there is still competitions, but they're really far away. There's not that many. But I do want to pursue it, and I go to Mexico and the Dominican Republic, and I train for a circus. They have these resorts that have circuses in them. One of the main things you want to do in those countries is go into circus, because that's where all the money's at, entertainment. I did a lot of flying trapeze over the summer and just stuff like that. When I'm going to college, I'm going to go to Texas, and they have a really good circus school there, so I'll be doing that while I'm doing college.
The art of aerial silks requires an extreme amount of strength and artistry that both Miriam and Virginia are diligently working to master. Their dedication to this intricate form of acrobatics is an outstanding example of what a passion can turn into. I'm Mia Sacker, NBC News.
Yeah, I'm definitely not cut out for that.
Probably for the best. It's a good thing there are a lot of other opportunities out there.
Speaking of opportunities, I'm really excited about the classes I'm taking next year.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it feels like they're always adding new classes. Have you heard about that new AP Language and Citizenship class?
I haven't actually, but it sounds really cool.
Delaney Cowles got to sit down with Miss Stephanie Nally and Miss Maria Miller to discuss the impact of the class.
Let's check it out.
I'm sure all of you have heard of Applac.
Applac.
No, not Aflac. I said Applac with a P. It stands for AP Language and Citizenship, and it's one of the newest courses here at MHS. The course is a combination of AP Language and Composition and AP US Government. The course's teachers are Language Arts teacher Stephanie Nally and Social Studies teacher Maria Miller. The two teachers have joined together to form this new academic experience.
The skills that we are building in the language and composition portion impact how you live your life, regardless of what you choose to do in the future, regardless of the groups you choose to communicate with. And then we live in a world that is structured through government. And so you can't escape either one of them. It's a class that really can open your eyes to the world you're living in.
I would add that it's, comp is a skill-based class, and gov is a content-based class. And so we do our best to meld to teach the skills of comp with the content of gov.
Students with experience in the Applac course believe the crossover between the subjects allows them to develop their skills that they will carry throughout their high school career and beyond.
So I feel like there's a lot of crossover when we were talking about like rhetoric in comp, and then in gov, like politicians, their speeches, and so there's a lot of crossover with that, and so we were able to sort of look at like the rhetoric of the Constitution and things like that. So I feel like that made it really interesting, sort of dissecting like the government from another perspective, from that comp or that Lang perspective. I feel like combined would be different because the teachers communicate with each other. Like Miss Miller and Miss Nally, they actually talk to each other about it. Like if you just were to take AP Comp and AP Gov separately, your teachers wouldn't communicate about the work that you were getting, but they're able to communicate. So if like we need like an extra Gov heavy like week, then she's gonna like Miss Nally will like take away some comp stuff, or if it's gonna be extra comp centered, like maybe they'll like go easy on the Gov stuff.
This is definitely a discussion-based class because honestly, like the first like half an hour we're in here, we usually just like we'll have like someone present like 3 news topics, and then we'll all just kind of like talk about it. Miss Nally and someone will share their thoughts and just kind of encourage the discussion to keep going. I know like I'm not always like the first to jump in, but I think like it helps because if you aren't like that type of student, like being in this class kind of opens you up to more of like participating in discussions. I think that's one of the biggest things in comp is definitely like how to argue, how to like make your case, and how to like speak up for yourself. And then that like ties in so well with just being like a citizen in a country where like citizens have power to like make changes. Like I think that's one of the biggest things this like class has taught me, like that everyone has their vote and like everyone has a say in their government. Like you don't just have to go along with it.
While Applac isn't helping students with insurance coverage, it is ensuring that the students will have a long-lasting effect from the lessons that they learned in this class to become a well-informed citizen. I'm Delaney Cowles, NBC News.
Wow, that seems like a really helpful class.
Yeah, it's nice to see students engaging in content that will help them down the road.
And then there's the content that won't, but that's still engaging nonetheless.
Have you seen that new TikTok trend?
The wheels versus doors debate?
Yeah, that one.
I'm Team Wheels.
Right answer.
Actually, I think Luke Thomas hit the halls to ask MHS students the same question.
I don't know about you guys, but my TikTok recently has been filled with one debate. Are there more wheels or doors in the world? I've seen a lot of convincing arguments on TikTok recently, so I hit the halls to see what you guys thought.
No, there's definitely more doors.
There's definitely more wheels.
There's definitely more doors.
Definitely wheels.
Doors.
What do you think?
What?
Oh, you're still here. What's up?
Doors. Do you know why?
I don't.
Cause I'm Batman.
Get out of here. Get out of here. It's wheels. No, we're taking over. Give me this. Hi, guys. The answer is wheels, not doors. Never.
Don't touch my mic.
Man, what? Quit.
Do I have to interview him?
I have an argument that trumps everything. It's wheels. Because all doors have wheels in them for the knobs.
It made my head hurt. Hi. 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 Wheels.
Wheels.
Oh my god, wheels.
Doors.
Wheels. Oh
What? Savannah, get out.
Uh-oh. Well, back yourself up.
Yeah, back yourself up, Savannah.
Ready, fight!
Why? Is there an explanation for that?
Yes.
It's
Think about all the spinning chairs in this.
yeah, no,
spinning
just look
chairs.
at. Okay, but think about how many doors.
Wheels.
Doors.
This is a weirdo though.
Why?
Because think about how many caskets are in the ground.
I agree. I agree.
That's the. Okay. How'd you get those caskets to the grave? You had to wheel them there.
What am I?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Wheels or doors?
Doors. What do you think?
Doors?
Wheels. What do you think?
Neither.
Wheels or doors?
Okay, yes and no. Because doors. Have y'all seen Monsters Incorporated? There's like
I have.
exactly millions of them. But I saw a TikTok the other day where it's like the knobs, the doorknobs, they're technically like wheels. Right? So then like, yes, they're both the correct answer.
Here's the thing though. Monsters Inc., it's not real.
But it could be. You don't
But
know.
it's not.
But you don't know that.
That is true, I don't. But you know what I do know? It's not real.
Doors, it's not even a question. No,
It's
not
wheels.
even-
It's wheels.
Think about like the Empire State Building.
And they all have wheels. They all have wheels
Yeah, no.
Yes.
No. Just think about all those doors. Think about the building we're in right now. 2 right there. Boom. Like 8 down the hall. Like, what are we doing here, guys?
It seems that the only thing that we have settled today is that Monsters Inc. is unfortunately not real. As for wheels versus doors, it remains a mystery. I'm Luke Thomas, NBC News.
Hi, I'm Sydney and I'm a member of Hope Squad. Today I'm going to be talking about confidentiality. Confidentiality is super important when discussing mental health with your peers. After talking to someone who's felt open enough to discuss their struggles with you, their name, personal information, and details about their situation should never be shared or discussed unless it's believed that they're in immediate danger. In this case, that information should only be disclosed with a trusted adult who you know wants the best for that person and will keep them safe. And remember, if you or anyone you know needs someone to talk to or just someone to listen, we're always here to support you.
Are you tired of wearing the same old boring clothing every day? If that's the case, come on down to the Comet Zone. Open every day during lunch except for Thursdays. The Comet Zone is filled with many options to have you looking fly every single day. From sweatshirts to t-shirts to jackets, the Comet Zone has clothes for every occasion. Come on down to the Comet Zone for your Mason spirit needs. The Comet Zone, your one-stop spirit shop.
What's up, Comet Country? I'm Abby Samuel. It's hard to believe the winter sports season is over and we're moving on into the spring season. Several Comet teams and athletes went deep into the postseason. In today's sports segment, we'll be touching on the accomplishments of a winter sports team and giving you a sneak peek on some spring sports athletes. In just one weekend, Mason had teams competing for state titles in basketball, wrestling, indoor track, and bowling. The boys bowling team captured their 4th straight GMC championship and qualified for the state tournament. Ava Hurtalendi takes a closer look at one of the best boys bowling teams in the state.
Don't look now, but a Mason sports team is quietly building a dynasty here at MHS. The Comets boys bowling team is coming off of a season where they won their 4th straight GMC title as well as qualified for the state tournament for the first time in school history. While the team is loaded with a number of outstanding players, junior Kyle Brackenridge credits the team's success to the bonds built on and off the lanes.
Overall, I think we're all like really good friends and we all just bond really well together and we learn a whole lot from each other, like bowling and outside of bowling.
The team, I really love them. They're like some of my best friends. We're like really good. Only 10 teams can beat us in the whole state. We're district 2nd place runners up, sectionals champs, back-to-back GMC champs. And we're gonna get even better next year.
Head coach Joe Riestenberg is proud of his team's accomplishments. While he's enjoyed coaching the successful team and watching them achieve in competition, Riestenberg believes a huge factor in the team's success this season is the friendships they've developed.
And we've always done very well. This is our back-to-back champions of the GMC. This is massive. This is great. They had a phenomenal districts, which usually is difficult for us.
We were the first team to ever make it to state for bowling, which is like a huge accomplishment. It's really hard to get to state because a lot of the schools in Dayton are very good. So it's really tough to get to state, and we've won the GMC 4 times in a row. So that's a huge accomplishment too.
All these guys are good friends. They've all bowled together forever, and they're tops in the GMC. And I think it's the reason I love coaching so much is that they're there for a reason. They're there because they want to be there to, be the tops in the GMC, be the tops at sectionals, be the tops at districts, and then go on to state. So, those are always the goals that we have. And I love coaching, and I love coaching these kids. These kids have been fantastic this year.
The team has no plans of letting up anytime soon. Several of the players are underclassmen and will be returning next season for another go at more championships. So don't be surprised if the Comets hoist another GMC trophy and return to state once again. With the amazing friendships and connections that have been established, the boys bowling team will continue to knock down pins and rack up accomplishments. I'm Ava Hurtalendi, NBC Sports.
Spring sports will be heating up this week, so to get everyone a little more excited about the season, Lydia Lisko caught up with a softball player and a boys volleyball player to see how well they could make the switch to a different sport in this edition of Game Swap.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Game Swap. This week I'm joined by varsity volleyball player Anthony Fago and varsity softball player Sam Pennington. who are going to switch spots and put their knowledge of a different sport to the test. So, are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, let's get to it. Anthony, we're about to go play some softball. How are you feeling?
So I played some football over the summer, so it can't be that different. So hopefully I do all right.
Yeah, let's hope your wiffle ball training comes in handy. And Sam, let's be honest, how do we think he's going to do?
Honestly, I think he's gonna do good.
This is like scary. No, there's no shot.
Just drop step, that way.
Like this?
Point the ball. And then you drop step. And then you drop your step. Now you're gonna have to like sprint back.
Okay. No! It's the wind pushing it.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate Anthony's softball skills?
I give him like a 3.5, honestly. The effort was there.
Now, do you think he's ready to pinch hit in the next game?
I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
All right, let's head over to volleyball. All right, so Sam, how do you think you're gonna do at volleyball? Have you ever tried it before? Are we going to this 100% blind?
Honestly, 100% blind. I've tried it in the summer and it just didn't work out well, but I think I'm gonna be really good.
Okay, varsity?
Yeah, varsity level.
Okay, 100%.
Yeah. Alright, that was the best set.
That's quite funny. So, don't you do a little? Okay, so let me get my warm up.
Such an athlete.
Is there any other? Oh, can't you?
No, do not.
Oh no, I'm not supposed to do that. So, toss it up.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, wait.
Okay. Boink.
Maybe set it out here.
Dude, I'm getting good. Oh my god, that was really fast.
It's gonna go so good.
It should be me and Anthony versus you and Porter. Oh yeah. I feel like I'd definitely be a server if I played.
Definitely not a hitter.
Oh. Oh yeah, over. Dude, we did it.
Oh yeah.
That's our handshake. Our athletes seem to have a great time, right? For sure.
Yep.
All right, thank you for both coming out here and being such great sports. Well, that wraps up this edition of Game Swap. Be sure to visit us on Instagram at we.r.nbc to vote on which sports you want to see swap next. I'm Lydia Lisko, NBC Sports.
That'll wrap it up for the sports. Make sure you get out to a game and support the Comets this spring. Now let's throw it back to Jenna and Luke at the anchor desk.
Well, that wraps up this edition of NBC News. As always, we're committed to bringing you the news of students making the news.
We couldn't do it without the hard work of our fantastic cast and crew. From everyone in front of and behind the camera, I'm Lucas Howell.
And I'm Jenna Skidmore. We'll see you next time.